Hello Stock Fox family, I'm Stock Fox and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing Tesla. Tesla is a stock that I just purchased as of today. You may ask why Tesla? Well, we're going to get into that here in just a moment. But one of the biggest reasons why I did choose Tesla is because it's something that I have been tracking for quite some time. It's an electric vehicle company that I've wanted to add to my portfolio for quite some time. Everything came together today, which I intend to share with you here in just a moment. And I'm also going to share with you how I intend to make $50,000 investing in Tesla. Let's go ahead and get started. One of the reasons why I'm choosing Tesla is because of this right here. As you can see, it says that this is a fact sheet by President Biden's economics plan to drive America's electric vehicle manufacturing boom. Well, as I know, and most of you know, if you're following Tesla out there, President Biden has made it priority number one in regards to the manufacturing or the electric vehicle world to push the manufacturing of electric vehicles. And we all know that Tesla is superior when it comes to electric vehicles as of right now. Let's take a look at what the president had to say. It says, since his first day in office, President Biden's auto vision and leadership has positioned the United States to lead the EV future, to create jobs, make more in America, and fight climate change. Those are just a few of the things that he had to say. Now, let's take a look at it right here. It says right here that it says the president's united automakers and auto workers around the bold goal for electric vehicles to make up some 50% of all vehicles sold in the United States by 2030. That's his economic goal. Well, I believe that he's going to be able to achieve this goal because most car manufacturers out there as of now have already begun to transition their assembly lines to basically meet this goal. Tesla, even though I'm deciding today to get involved with Tesla, this train is not leaving the track today. The train for the EV space has already left the track. I'm choosing today to jump on board because I believe that there is a real opportunity here to make some serious money in this space. I also believe that you must be able to diversify. On my channel, I talk a lot about cryptocurrency. I talk a lot about the mining stocks like Mara, Riot, and Hut 8. Well, all of those stocks are great, and I'm overweight, to be honest with you, in a lot of those spaces in that particular space. So I'm looking to branch out, and I'm looking for opportunities to invest in other areas. We need to be diversified, Stock Fox family, if indeed we are to be successful. We don't want to basically have all of our eggs in just one basket, okay? And we both know what happens if that basket happens to fall. Let's take a look at some additional reasons why I chose Tesla. Another reason is Tesla has its earnings that are going to be coming up on the 19th of this month. Usually Tesla always hits and beats their earnings. As you can see here, just looking at in the blue is estimated earnings per share and reported, which is in the sort of the light blue here. As you can see, going all the way back to 3Q of 21, you can see here that they beat Q4, they beat the first quarter of this year, they beat, in the second quarter they beat. Now, I know all of you are probably thinking, well, there was some news that came out today, which we're going to dive into here in just a moment, which is another driving force behind why I chose today to go ahead and take a position in Tesla. Let's take a look at some other things here. One of the other things here that I do look at very strongly before I take any position within a company, and if you followed any of my videos, you'll know that institutional ownership, as they say on the street, smart money. Institutional ownership here is 43, almost 44% institutional ownership. That is a big deal for me when I'm basically taking an investment. I want to see retail investors in there, but I also want to see what the smart money is doing, because smart money, guys, they know a whole lot more about a stock before they take up and buy millions of shares in a position. They're going to know a whole lot more than you or myself are going to be able to know. So it's always good to be able to look and see that smart money, the institutional investors, like this particular play just as much as I do. And as you can see here, there's some 2,899 institutional holders here in this particular company. And these are basically, they're holding well over 1.3 billion shares total. Who is this smart money? Some of the smart money players out there include Vanguard, BlackRock, to name a few. We go down here, we look at JP Morgan Chase, you look at the Bank of New York, we're looking at Morgan Stanley. So those are just a few of the smart money institutional companies out there that are also investing in this particular company. Now, today there was some news that came out about Tesla. So if indeed you weren't totally sold or totally invested in this company, today was a day where you may have sold off. You may have decided that, hey, I don't want to be in this play anymore. I'm down a significant amount of money at this time, and today will be a good exit strategy for some. But for me, I looked at it as an opportunity to get in. You see here, it says Tesla just missed delivery estimates. Here's why it's time to buy. Okay, so I did take a look at this right here, and I also want to share with you some of the key points that I was already thinking before I even ran across this article. It says right here that Tesla's third quarter delivery numbers disappointed investors, but its production volume grew nicely. It says that it says the stock has a high valuation, so any bad news will have some investors selling. The recent drop is a good opportunity for long-term investors that believe its growth rate will continue. Well, I'm one of those investors as of today that believes that this is a long-term play, and I also believe that its growth trajectory will turn around and that it will continue into the future. Again, going back to what the president said, and all the money that has been earmarked for the EV space, now is as good a time as any, especially with this particular play being down as much as it is. Let's go over here and take a look at the chart. Tesla closed down today, 240, 240 at the close of the market today. Now, let's figure out exactly where we came from. Just a little backstory here. We all know that Tesla just did a 3-for-1 stock split. I think that took effect as of August the 25th of this year. And so what that means is if you own one share, you would get 2 additional shares as of August the 25th, which is when the new price actually went into effect, which was somewhere around the $296 per share range. Now, the stock actually trended up from there. As you can see here, we're at $308 as of September the 20th. Now, so I've been tracking this particular play, and if we take a look at it here, you'll see from that day to basically right now, the stock has basically retraced, and it is down some 21.5%. That's a significant drop since the 3-for-1 stock split. That's another big reason why I have decided that this is a really good opportunity for me to get in right now. Now, what does that mean exactly? Does that mean that that this is the bottom and that this particular stock is not going to retrace or go lower? No, that is not at all what that means. In fact, it wouldn't surprise me to see this stock go lower a few more percentage points. It's all about your time horizon. My time horizon in this play is for 5 to 10 years. Do I think that this particular play is going to take 10 years in order for me to make my $50,000 that I'm looking to make and get out of this stock? No, I actually think it's going to come well before that. But as always, Stock Fox family, I want you to make your decision. You do your own homework and due diligence. Again, as I always say in every video, never listen to one individual or one person tell you exactly what what it is or encourage you one way or the other. Always do your own homework, because anything that I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, sell, hold, or trade any stock or any cryptocurrency. Let's take a look here at how I plan to do how I plan to basically invest to make the $50,000 that I'm looking to get out of on this particular play. So I've already preset the numbers here. And as you can see here on the stock profit calculator, the number of shares that I purchased was 30. The price I got in around the 242 range, somewhere around in there. Okay, but we're going to use the round number of 240 today with a sell price right now of basically $2,000. That's correct. So Tesla has already proven that it can get to $2,000 per share. And I believe that when the market turns around and we get into full swing when it comes to electric vehicles, I believe that the $2,000 a share will be a very small number. I believe that it will not only meet that, but exceed that expectation. So again, let's take a look here. So I purchased 30 shares with the price around $240. My expectations is to sell this at $2,000. And that's going to give me a net buy price, which is around $7,200, which is what I paid for it. Zero commission, basically giving me a net sales price around $60,000. Okay, so that's $60,000 on the net sales price. Now, so again, with zero commission, that's going to put my profit in the range of around $52,800 with an ROI of 733%. Okay, so again, depending on what your time horizon is, you don't have to hold it for that long. I believe that this is a really good sound investment for me at this time. So it is something that my time horizon is going to be a little bit further out into the future. Again, not saying that it's going to take 10 years for it to hit the $2,000. I do believe that it will come in, that those numbers will come in long before the 10 years. But that's what I'm giving myself. So in other words, there's not going to be any pressure to sell this particular stock in the event that bad news comes out on the 19th and it basically starts to go down a few percentage points. It's not going to be something that I'm going to be sitting around just watching the clock tick on this thing. Okay, I've already put it in, I've already purchased it, I'm going to set it, it's already set in motion, and I believe that I can basically hit my price target. Let's take a quick look here at what TipRanks is saying here. So TipRanks basically have 29 analysts actually looking at this, and they're basically putting a high price target on this thing of around $430. And again, this the stock basically is at about 240, which is where it pretty much closed down as of business today, close of the market today. So what I'd like to know, StockFox family, is that are you in this particular play? Is this something that you will be purchasing after listening to this particular content today? Or and if so, how many shares do you own? What's your cost basis on this particular stock? It is something that I would like to know. And if you get anything out of this content today, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to ring that notification bell. For those of you who are listening for the first time and would like to support the channel, you can also send me a super thanks down below. It would be greatly appreciated. Well, that's all I have for you today, StockFox family. And if indeed you get anything out of this, please don't forget to hit that like button. Well, that's all I have for you, and I'll see you in the next video.